So what is the difference between Nextjs and Reactjs? इस वीडियो में बात करने वाले हैं। इंटरव्यू में हजारों बार क्या लाखों बार पूछा जा चुका है कि व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन Reactjs एंड Nextjs। तो आज के इस वीडियो में मैं आपको की डिफरेंस अंदर घुस के बताऊंगा कि क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों में, रिएक्ट में और नेक्स्ट में, और इसमें प्रैक्टिकली करके भी बताऊंगा कि क्या है दोनों में डिफरेंस और क्या वेबसाइट पे चेंजेस पड़ रही हैं जब हम Reactjs यूज कर रहे हैं और जब हम Nextjs यूज कर रहे हैं। तो वो डिफरेंस आपको पता चलेगा प्रैक्टिकली यूज करके इस वीडियो में बताऊंगा। तो वीडियो को एंड तक बने रहना क्योंकि इस वीडियो में आपको सारी चीजें क्लियर कर दूंगा। तो चलिए इस वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम। बट वन रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम यू ऑल, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो, हिट द बेल आइकन बिकॉज AI वीडियोस, कोडिंग वीडियोस एंड टेक्निकल वीडियोस all gets uploaded here. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Let's get started. So let's talk about the theoretical difference between React and Next. First of all, React is a library which is used to create front-end UI, how a UI should look like and how it should respond when you click a button. Whereas Nextjs is a framework of Reactjs with extra features like server-side rendering, with API routing, with folder routing and image optimizations and many extra features. So talking about the rendering, client-side rendering is there in the Reactjs, whether in Nextjs we have server-side rendering, static site generations and client-side rendering as well. Talking about the SEO and force performance, React is very steady and slow in the terms of SEO because JS takes times. The compiler loads the JS files on the browser, that takes times, and the Google crawl, which crawls the websites for SEO part, crawls the blank page. So that's why the SEO is not good for React. It may break all the pages and your website will go down on the Google website. But in case of Nextjs, we have preloaded HTML files which is created on the server side and sends to the directly to the browser, so that when Google crawls, we have all the pages, routings, datas loaded so that Google can crawl and enhance the SEO of your website so that your website scrolls and goes to the top. Talking about the optimizations, we have to do logi leading, manually, and code splitting and many other ways in Reactjs. Whereas in the Nextjs, we have preloaded, we have automatic code splitting, we have image optimizations and all other features which you can use and optimize your websites. It is very fast in comparison with the Reactjs. Talking about the routing, in Reactjs we have to install all other packages like React Router and we have to do these things. But in case of Nextjs, we have folder routing. We can define our API folder, we can define our as source folder, components folder. We can use folder routing so that in the /login, /sign up, whatever we want to create, we can create on the Nextjs with the help of routing, so that we do not have to install extra packages like React Router. We do not have dependency on other things, but instead we have something routing structures which Next gives us to follow and create your own folder routing. So the question comes to your mind that why we use Reactjs if we have all the extra features and great features in Nextjs? So the answer comes on use cases. So Reactjs is a single page applications. It gives flexibility for real-time updates. It gives a great UI. It gives a flexibility so that you can create your with the help of white compiler and then you can create your app. It depends really on the use cases. But on the Nextjs, we have use cases like if we want our apps to be on the top of the Google, when the user search, it goes to the top, so that we, in the terms of search engine optimization SEO, if we want our websites to top the Google, we have to go with the Nextjs because it has a SEO better than Reactjs. And also if you want a single backend, like we want our backend on the same routing on the same Nextjs project, so with the help of API routing we can define our endpoints and then we can do serverless architecture. But instead, if we want our backend on the Node.js, we can go with the Reactjs and create our backend on the Node.js, so that we have server architecture, not serverless architecture, because Nextjs follows serverless architecture. So some of the examples of Reactjs and Nextjs is, in the terms of Reactjs, we have Netflix, Airbnb, Facebook, and Instagram. All these apps are created on Reactjs. And talking about the Nextjs, we have Starbucks, Logo, Washington, Spotify. All these apps are created on Nextjs. So that's why I talked about the SEO. you have to find the use cases that what our website, what our business perspective. If you want to run our app on the SEO part, if you want to great UI, real-time update, then we can go with the Reactjs. If you want a great SEO, then we can go with the Nextjs. So I have give you real examples of, you can go to the website Starbucks, Netflix, and compare it, like what is the difference, how much time it takes. You can inspect it, you can go to the inspect and say how much time it takes to load the website. The Nextjs is fast or Reactjs is fast. You can compare the types of rendering, buttons, and you can compare all the use cases in Nextjs, and you can get a practical exam. And I hope I've cleared you all your problems and what is the difference between Reactjs, Nextjs. And in the next video I will talk in more depth in React and Next. So make sure you subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep hustling and keep coding. Thank you.